Nick Goldschmidt here. The Counselor Sauvignon Blanc. Look at that label, that's pristine. This vine represents the counselor, the old vine, the counseled vine of the vineyard. And I think about my winemaking career, and it's become really retro, man. I'm going back to thinking about how the old Italians used to plant vines on their own roots and without irrigation and organic. And I think we're retroing back to that. The climate is making us look back at that. And so just like these old vines counsel the young vines, these old vines also counsel old guys like me in the way that we think about wine. Stylistically, this is a Russian River Sauvignon Blanc. If I think about what we do in New Zealand, I know this is a pretty busy chart. You've got warm fruit and cool fruit. Marlborough typically has a lot of citrus and grassy, little peachy pear character. The Sauvignon Blancs that we make in Marlborough tend to be a little bit more sort of warmer and tropical. But the wine that we make from the Russian River, wow. What does a New Zealander know about Sauvignon Blanc in the Russian River? So we make this with more texture and more weight. So traditionally, New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc is going to be tight and lean like this, but the Counselor is going to have a little bit more texture and rounder, very, very different to what we do in Marlborough. And as I work on Sancerre, I really like the wines from Sancerre. Sauvignon Blanc from Sancerre, this is the style. So if I smell it, yeah, I get all this sort of melon, passion fruit, little subtropical. And the texture is really round, really long. And this vineyard is really unique. It comes from the lowest part of the Russian River. So the fog just sits in there all day, so it gets off to this really late start. Anyway, this is the Counselor, Russian River, Sauvignon Blanc. Awesome. Cheers.